All right, dog lovers and germaphobes, I'm Jeff, this is Berkeley, and we're here to settle something once and for all. And she wants to get down. Is your little furry friend's mouth cleaner than a public toilet seat? You probably heard the myth, but your dog's slobbery kisses might be hiding a bacterial rave. And that truck stop toilet seat might not be as gross as you think. So go grab your pup and maybe a little hand sanitizer.
More. Come on, stop being greedy with it.
Because we're about to get dirty, literally.
We need a chisel on that.
Stings the nostrils.
Let's start with why do these guys lick so much? Ever wonder why your dog is obsessed with licking everything, including your face, the floor, and sometimes their own, well, you know. Spoiler alert, it's not because they're gourmet chefs testing flavor profiles. Dogs lick for all kinds of reasons. Affection, boredom, or maybe to see if that weird spot on the carpet tastes like beef. And when they lick you, that's dog speak for hey, I love you. Or maybe you taste like yesterday's pizza and I'm into it. Licking is their version of a hug. Or maybe an overzealous French kiss they can't ask permission for.
I'm sorry that you had to see that, Yukio.
So where did this whole idea that a dog's mouth is cleaner than, say, a public toilet seat come from? Guess what? It's a myth. But it didn't just pop out of nowhere. People probably noticed that dogs lick their wounds, and in the old days, they thought it was some kind of magical dog healing superpower. But here's the thing, just because dogs can lick their wounds and survive doesn't mean their mouths are clean. It just means they're pretty tough. Like I ate your kid's doll for breakfast, and I'll pass it whole by noon kind of tough.
Mommy!
Now don't get me wrong, I love dogs, especially this one. But their mouths are basically little bacteria theme parks. They're licking everywhere. Your face, the floor, the garbage, your newborn, and other cats' beeholes. And yet somehow your dog still wants to give you a big old kiss. Which I admit can be sweet. But maybe even a little gross, right? Now let's talk about the other side of this debate, the public toilet seat. I know what you're thinking. There's no way that thing is clean. But surprise, it's probably not as bad as you think. Believe it or not, public toilet seats are usually way cleaner than, say, your kitchen sink, or even the phone in your hands. That's because we're all a little freaked out about them. Because let's face it, having a clean house is just a little bit sexier than having a clean pet. So your bathroom tends to get cleaned more often. Plus, a toilet seat is a hard, non-porous surface, which makes it harder for bacteria to stick to. Unless your mom still has that 1970s wooden seat that gives you splinters. Basically, toilets have a bad rep. Sure, they're not a place you want to take a nap, but compared to your dog's mouth, they're practically sterile. Okay, so let's break it down with some cold, hard science. Studies have shown that a dog's mouth is home to hundreds of different types of bacteria. Some of these bacteria are totally harmless to dogs, but not so much to humans. Like Pastorella, which can cause infections in humans. Or Capnocytophaga. Impressive pronunciation, right? Say that 3 times fast. Capnocytophaga, which lives in the mouths of healthy dogs, but can sometimes cause serious illness in people with weakened immune systems. More on that in a bit. And then there's the fact that dogs, don't exactly brush their teeth twice a day. I mean, have you smelled your dog's breath lately?
What is that? It smells like a turd covered in burnt hair.
Now compare that to a toilet seat. Studies have found that, on average, a public toilet seat has about 50 bacteria per square inch. Sounds gross, right? Well, your dog's mouth, it's got way more, up to hundreds of thousands of bacteria per square inch. So yeah, in the battle of bacteria, the toilet seat comes out surprisingly clean. Well, except this one.
We need a chisel on that.
Stings the nostrils.
Squirrel.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second. So who wins? Well, we've gone through a lot so far.
Hey, just grab a hold of something, bite your lip, and give it hell. Come on.
But we're about to find out. One of these can actually kill you or make you lose a limb.
Are you the little guy making all that big noise?
While you sit and digest that little doggy treat, why don't you let me know in the comments what kind of furry friend do you have or want to get? Also, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll go out and I'll get Berkeley some more of her favorite toys. Now, before we can pick a clear winner, let's discuss some of the real dangers. Now, before you swear off dog kisses forever, let's talk about what this actually means. Just because your dog's mouth is full of bacteria doesn't mean it's going to give you some kind of medieval plague.
Bring out Jitty!
There's one.
Ninepence. I'm not dead.
In fact, for most healthy people, getting licked by a dog is pretty low risk. But did you know in some extremely rare cases, their saliva could actually lead to limb loss?
Can a lick from a dog threaten your life?
Yep, it's true. That bacteria we talked about, called capnocytophaga, can be found in the mouths of healthy dogs. While most of us never have to worry, if it enters your bloodstream through a cut or bite, it can cause severe infections. Some cases have led to amputations, and in very rare situations, even death.
It has that ability to induce your immune system to, do some pretty horrible things.
But don't panic. This is incredibly uncommon. And with proper care and hygiene, your furry friend is still your safest cuddle buddy. Your immune system can handle most of what your dog throws at you. But you have to be extra careful if you've got an open wound, are immunocompromised, or your dog's been eating something particularly gross. Which, knowing dogs, is their forte. But here's the thing, licking is how dogs communicate love. It's their way of saying you're part of the pack. So should you let your dog lick your face? I mean, that's up to you. Just maybe avoid letting them tongue dart you right after they've raided the litter box.
She kisses you and she's just eating the cat poop. Gross.
Alright, let's circle back to that friend we mentioned earlier. The one who lets their dog lick their face like it's no big deal. How do you enlighten them without making things awkward? Step 1, if you're gonna do it, maybe save the face licking for after bath time. Step 2, offer some hand sanitizer after. Step 3, try not to visibly cringe when the dog starts licking. At the end of the day, it's all about personal preference. Some people love doggy kisses, bacteria and all. Others, not so much. For those in the not so much camp, I recommend keeping a lot of this around, just in case. So, what's the final answer? Is a dog's mouth cleaner than a public toilet seat? Drum roll, please. Nope. Sorry, dog lovers. As much as we wish our furry friends were squeaky clean, they are dirtier than a teen boy's browser history. The public toilet seat, believe it or not, is cleaner. But don't go around licking toilet seats to prove a point. That's a whole different problem. Seriously, don't. Look, at the end of the day, you can love your dog and practice good hygiene. Let them give you a quick kiss if you're into that, but maybe wash your hands afterward. And hey, while we're at it, give your dog's water bowl a good cleaning too. That thing is basically a bacteria hot tub filled with nasty critters.
Are we dipping skinny?
Remember, dogs are amazing, loyal, and yes, maybe a little slobbery. But as long as you keep things clean and don't let them French you after dumpster diving, you'll be just fine. Dogs are awesome, but their mouths? Not exactly sterile. But hey, that's why we have soap. So the next time your friend tells you that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a toilet seat, you can quickly remind them just because something's cute doesn't necessarily mean that it's clean.
I've been coming up hot for a minute.
Unclean! Unclean!
Now you're smarter, take a ride.